Like many people, my audio interface is at the heart of my studio setup, and recently it became apparent that I was due for an upgrade. I've been teaching guitar more and more online, and I needed an interface with more output options to route my audio from Logic to my camera switcher and then back through my studio monitors. So a bit of a backstory here. For many years I used the Apogee Duet as my interface with great success. It sounded fantastic, it had amazing headroom with plenty of clarity to the sound. The integrated preamps also sounded so good that I no longer needed my outboard preamp when I recorded acoustic guitar. However, the shortcoming of the Duet is that it is only 2 in, 2 out, and I could not route my outputs to my various sources. I then opted for what I consider to be a mistake, and I bought the Scarlett Focusrite 4i4. While it has the correct amount of ins and outs, as soon as I patched it in and played audio, I was immediately disappointed with the sound quality. It sounded dull and lifeless, especially compared to my Duet. Could I have lived with it? Yes, probably, but most of what I do in my studio revolves around audio, and I wanted the experience to be as satisfying as possible. Fast forward a few months later, and while on a gig I was talking gear with a drummer, and he mentioned that he used the Arturia AudioFuse Studio as his interface. Now, while I was familiar with the Arturia brand as I use their V collection of keyboard plugins, and I often see my keyboard band members using their controllers on gigs, but it never occurred to me to try their interface, so that's what I decided to do. And today I will show you how I integrate the AudioFuse Studio in my current setup. Now, this unit is quite powerful and flexible, and I'm pretty sure it's overkill for my needs, but as I mentioned, for me, the most important aspect is first and foremost the quality of the sound and the quality of the preamps for recording acoustic guitar. So I'll show you how I patch it into my current setup, and then I'll record a little bit of acoustic guitar so we can check out the quality of the preamps. Regarding the outputs, first I patched in my studio monitors. I have a set of JBL Mark III 5-inch studio monitors, so I took outputs 1 and 2 and sent it to both of the speakers. Next, I wanted a separate output which takes a left-right mix of Logic and sends that to my camera switcher. The camera switcher then sends the audio and video to Zoom when I teach online, and this way the students can get a clear image and a good blend of my voice and guitar on their end. Alright, after everything was set up, I'm happy to report that there were no issues, and most importantly, the audio quality is simply amazing. I knew it immediately as soon as I played some music, and I am so relieved at this. It's just as good, if not better, than what I had with the Apogee. The AudioFuse Studio has a few cool and unexpected features. For one, it has a built-in USB hub. This was a pleasant surprise to find, and it's something super practical and handy to have on board. This is a nice touch. It also has Bluetooth functionality, and this lets me play audio from my phone directly through my studio monitors. No need to patch anything in. This is a function I find myself using more and more, and it's another cool bonus feature. Another nice touch is the option to use headphones with a 1/4-inch jack or an 1/8-inch jack. No need to hunt for an adapter. This is most welcome. And check this out, it also has a dedicated out for reamping guitar or bass parts. This way you can record your tracks using plugins, and later on you can send the audio to an amp, mic that amp, and get the real amp tones. Very cool. The AudioFuse Studio also comes with Arturia's AudioFuse Creative Suite of plugins for free. You'll have instant access to Arturia's tape delays, Moog filters, amazing preamps, compressors, reverbs, and EQs. And lastly, I wanted to check the quality of the internal preamps, as recording acoustic guitar is a large part of what I do for remote sessions. And I am happy to say the AudioFuse Studio passed this test with flying colors. The acoustic guitars sound warm, natural, and tell an accurate story of what the mics are picking up. This is a big relief. Honestly, this interface has exceeded my expectations and brought back the fun of recording acoustic music, as well as listening to music from in front of my studio monitors. The little touches like the USB hub and the Bluetooth connectivity show how forward-thinking this unit is, and again, I'm probably only using it to about 30% of its capacity. But for my needs, it shines and it outdoes any other interface I've used in the past. Alright everybody, thanks again for your time and attention. If you would like to hear more of my guitar playing, you can check out this video right here, and I'll see you in the next one.